Next stop on the NNSCRA Mello Yello Racing Series takes us to Michigan Speedway in Brooklyn, Michigan, the high-speed 2-mile D-shaped racetrack. As we're here today for the running of the Lite 250, as we're set for 20 laps around this 2-mile racetrack. And high speeds on here, high speeds what we're going to see here in both this race and also the Castrol GTX Cup Series race heading on to next season, I should say too. We actually unveiled a new logo for next season of Castrol which will not be in use until next season of the Castrol GTX Cup Series, by the way, too. It'll be included in the season 31 intro, by the way, for that series. But no changes for the Mello Yello series logo, by the way, too. So it'll remain the same. But here's the starting line for today's running of the Lite 250 as we're set for 20 laps. On the pole is Levi McIntyre on the pole at 196 miles an hour. He'll be flanked alongside number 88. It is Allison Rain in the Navy Chevrolet. Second row has car number 26, Carson Gum, and beside him, number 7, Kyle Matthews, sitting alongside. Third row has Paul Minnick in number 87, and 00 is Seth Cole. Fourth row, Daniel Bouchard in 74, and 15, Ryan Brommer. Row number 5, Zachary Fitzwater, car 66, flanked by number 32, Derek Edison. Next row down has number 45, James Sykes, the winner at Richmond this season, the Spree prepaid phone car Chevrolet. He's alongside number 89, Quentin Moore. Next row down has number 4, William Brock, and number 8, that is Rob Evans. Next row down has number 2, Dylan Young, and number 18, Trent Dunham. Both of them carry in-car cameras in today's race. Next row down has number 10, Keith Batson, and number 92, Cement Ozcon. Next row down has number 34, that's Al Lagacy. He's flanked by number 62, that's Zach Winkle. Next row down has two-time winner season so far, Jessica Shelton, number 17, the DeWalt Tools Chevrolet. She has her third in-car camera. She's alongside number 93, Laura Chung, a pair of ladies in that row. Laura's win came at Texas. Next row down has number 24, Charles Sanford, and number 9, Kat Batson. Next row down has number 72, Lucas Martins, and number 3, Cole Deaver, in the AC Delco Chevrolet. He'll have that ride next season, by the way, for this series. Next row down has number 38, Joshua Osborne, and number 77, Stephen Cologne, the winner at the Indy Road Course this season. Next row down has number 27, Nathan Orman, the Castrol GTX Chevrolet. He's alongside number 98. That is number 98 card, that is Dougie Shears. Next row down has number 48, that is Jesse Turner, and number 33, Jacob Thibodeau. Next row down has number 36, Igor Barreto. Beside him will be number 99, that is Dylan Ibrahimian. Next row down has number 22, Jeff Scott, and 63, that is Connor Breton. Then it's Daniel Gatrock, number 1, and 37, Muhammad Abdullah, and starting shotgun will be Kev Shearer, number 5, and number 44, Cole Kawebe. So that's your starting lineup for today's running in the Lite 250. So with that all said, here comes the command to fire the engines for today's running of the Lite 250 here at Michigan.
Gentlemen, start your engine!
The thunder of 40 cars comes to life here as the pace car leads the field off the pit road for the pace line. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Back at Michigan, and problems with Charles Sanford's car. He is not going to be able to make the start of the race. His car started funny on pit road here. He finally got it going, but then suddenly something went wrong. He dipped to the apron of the track coming off turn number 4, or going into turn number 1, I should say. And he is going to make his way on the pit road with the pace car, who will duck off on the pit road. As the field will be led in the hands of Levi McIntyre, and Allison Rain will get the report on Charles Sanford's car when we get it available. Green flag flies. The Lite 250 is underway here at Michigan. This track here is pretty wide here. This track here we see 3, sometimes 4 wide racing here. And Carson Gunn wasting no time as he'll take the Dr. Pepper Chevrolet up to the number 1 spot here. As they come on turn number 2, turn 2, they have the tendency to want to squeeze each other come off that corner here at Michigan sometimes, and not just in this series, but also in the Cup Series as well too. I've seen it happen in trucks too. And Levi did not get off to a good start here as they come off turn number 4 here. Here comes number 87, Paul Minnick. Up to the number 2 position, Carson Gum. Leads at number 1. First lap time at 173.5 miles an hour. And Charles is credited with a DNS, a did not start. So, tough break for the number 24, Pepsi Chevrolet. Charles had high hopes for that race too. Did pretty well in happy hour though after a meh qualifying run, I guess you could say. But but right now Carson Gum is waving goodbye to everybody else at this point right here, and they come 3 wide back there. Keith Batson making his way up to the field nicely, and he's got Dylan Young behind him, as well as Jessica Shelton, number 17. And William Brock at number 4 to Lance Snack Chevrolet is the best he's looked since Rockingham when he won that race. He actually had the Richmond race won until something happened in front of him, and he caused a yellow flag, and he got caught up in a wreck. But Brock has been, Brock's program looking pretty good right now, and not only not just in this series, but he's also trying to turn his Cup Series program around, and he's been making little strides doing so, too. And he'll be back with the number 4 Kodak team next season, by the way, too, for season 31 of Castrol, and we'll see if and I think he'll have that. I think but the plans are kind of up in the air for Mello Yello next season, but we'll see. What he picks. Keith Batson, car number 10, trying to work his way up to the field as he hooks up past Brock's car, or behind his car, I should say, and give a call to the 72 car, Lucas Martins, the Detroit Gasket Chevrolet. This is a guy who had a pretty good run a couple of races ago at at the IRP short track. Dylan Young getting loose between him and Nathan Ormond. Ormond, who started about middle of the pack, he's worked this way out. He's working his way up to the field. He's got draft off the 87 of Paul Minnick and the 33 of, well, he had to draft off the 33 of Jacob Thibodeau, but Thibodeau got moved up to the high side, and he and Dylan Young both bumped up to the high side, and Dylan going backwards a little bit. He'll have New Holland, by the way, as a sponsor on his number 2 Chevrolet next season. Next season, we are going to be running the 1997 car set next season in the Mello Yello Racing Series. But here's a man who this is a man who knows his way around Michigan here, Quentin Moore, car 89. The Goodies 300 winner at Daytona. He also won at the Colorado National Speedway this season on that little 3/8 mile short track, and that track will be back on the schedule next season. In the meantime, battle for the lead. James Sykes, number 45, the Spree prepaid phone card Chevy, working his way up to the field. He moves alongside Carson Gum. Carson pulls ahead by about a car length as they come off turn number 2. Nathan Ormond, meantime, trying to get past that 27 car, but he finds himself up on the high side. Gets passed by Quentin Moore. Now he also gets passed by Joshua Osborne and Jacob Thibodeau. There's a couple of black and red machines, one a Chevrolet and another a Toyota. And he also gets blown by Zachary Fitzwater and Cement Oscon and, well, a host of others. Let's put it that way. And talk about moving their way up to the field. Here, Kev Scheer, who started this race 39th, is working his way up to 14th already in the first 7 laps of this race. Here, and this is a 20-lap race, by the way. So we're almost halfway home here at California. Or where are we, Qualls? At Michigan. 12th spot is where Scheer is running right now. He's got tough, stiff competition here. Keith Batson and Jessica Shelton. Down the low side goes the 10 and the 17 cars as we jump on board with Jessica Shelton, number 17. Dylan Young's feud, car number 2. He runs 15th right now. And check to see where our third camera runs at right now. That would be Trent Dunham's car. Trent running in 21st. This is a review from the NBNA punter as he tries to get by Cat Madsen in car number 9. He's not far behind. In fact, we're focusing on right now. Igor Barreto almost to the wall as they come off the number 4 at number 36 Stanley Tools Pontiac. Trent, the winner at Talladega this season in this series, and pulled off that tremendous win in the Fram Extra Guard 300. He won the second. That was the second Talladega race this season in this series here. Johnny. Allison Rain won the first Talladega race this season, and now Trent moves his way to the bottom of the track as he comes off turn number 4 and blows past Paul Minnick in the 87. He and a few others just completely blow him off. Seth Cole getting past Kyle Matthews. That's 13th position he just took away from him, dropping Kyle down to 14th, and now lead change here. Cole Deaver, car number 3, up to the lead now as we're past halfway home here at Michigan. And I'm also going to be saying we're going to be prolonging some of the races this season. Some races in this series will be about the size of the Cup Series races next season. So we're going to do both races at 15% length, depending on the tracks, obviously. And meantime, Deaver got moved to the high side, and talking about Allison Rain. Well, there's Allison up to the number 1 spot now, number 88, the Navy Chevrolet. Brad Keselowski paint scheme she's driving here, and here comes Nathan Orman. Look at him like a shot out of a cannon. He moves into the second position. Osborne behind him, but here comes Osborne. He wants to win this race. He's got Seth Cole shoving him, Kev Shear behind him, Jessica Shelton, Kyle Matthews. And Matthews moves Shelton up the track now. That's 3 wide there, and Matthews gets by both her and Quentin Moore. And it's Osborne going to the lead. Great Clip Chevrolet. That's the old Jason Leffler paint scheme he's driving here, and he liked to win it in that scheme. But here comes 7. He's closed up quickly in that number 0 car. Gets a draft off the 88 and 38 car. And here comes Seth. He does not quite lead that lap. Osborne led that time by, but Kev Shear behind him in the number 5 car. 2-car team on a Kev Shear Racing Tech. You got him in this series, and you got Ryan George, his buddy, in the Cup Series this season. Now a pair of red cars, one a Pontiac and another a Chevy. Down on the left side, here comes Kev from 39th to 1st. In 15 laps goes the number 5 car. But can he hold on? No, that's going to be the question here. Orman and Matthews is right there behind him in 3rd and 4th. And Matthews wants to take 3rd position away from Nathan Orman. And we talked about Trent Dunham a minute ago. Well, he is up to the 6th position, or 5th position, excuse me. This is gonna be wild here down in those last few laps here, and Kev Shear pulling away. But sometimes it's one of those uh-ohs because as long as you got a draft going on back there, they'll reel you in and swallow you up quick. And the draft here at Michigan does play a role as well too, much like at Daytona and Talladega. In this series, the draft can be possible. And here comes Cat Madsen, 4 wide in turn number 1. Yeesh. Where did Cat Madsen come from that number 9 car? She just came up there like a bat out of you-know-where, and just is up to 3rd position already. Dunham, meantime, at the 2nd. Dylan Young gets swallowed up now. Here comes Fitzwater, James Sykes right there behind them. And here comes another surprise, Cement Oscon. And how about Laura Chung in the 93 car throwing her hat in the ring? Chung won at Texas this season at number 93 Amoco Ultimate car. Dude, off turn number 2 they come here. Ozcon fights back on the outside of number 92 machine. Kyle Mendes says, screw this guy, I'm going with Laura, and he to the inside lane, and he does. And the train hooks by Dylan Young, and Ozcon went to the inside a bit too late because here comes Allison Rain, and Jessica Shelton also got moved up the track there by Osborne in 38 car, or might have been moved up by Allison Rain possibly, who knows? That's what it looks like right there, and that's what it looks like. And oh, by the way, Trent Dunham, I just missed it, took the lead from Kev Shearer. In the meantime, Kat Batson down the low side here. She comes to the inside of Dunham. There'll be one lap remaining this time by. Here comes Batson up the turn number 4. She's gonna take the lead. The white flag waves. One lap remaining in the Miller Lite 250. Four wide back there. Fitzwater just moves Matthews right up. Osborne gets by those 3 cars as they come off turn number 2. James Sykes, so he's not out of this. He moves up on the back of Dunham's car. What's Dunham going to do down the back stretch here? Does Kat Batson hold on for KAB Enterprises? Her husband Keith won in Atlanta this season earlier. Dunham moves back to the inside. Here they come off the 4th turn. Dunham up on the back bumper of Batson's car. He's not going to do it, and Kat Batson does. Kat Batson wins at Michigan. Kat Batson in the Gain Detergent Ford goes to victory lane out of KAB Enterprises, the team that's owned by her husband Keith Batson, and flying the American flag on the trunk lid of that car. As she'll take the Miller Lite 250 trophy back to the state of Maine, where the Batsons are from. And what a race that was caution-free. 100, and well, she just gave Joshua Osborne a bump for no reason. But what a race that was here. Average speed 193.709. I think we just found a pretty good package for this bunch on this track here for these cars. Excuse me. Margin of victory in this race here, 0.075 at the start-finish line here. Trent Dunham will finish 2nd. James Sykes will finish 3rd. Laura Chung, a great run, finishing 4th. How about Kev Shearer from 39th all the way up to the 5th position finishing order for the number 5 National Guard team? That's the Landon Castle car he was driving in this race here. Joshua Osborne, a great day for him, finishes 6th. Igor Barreto 7th. Kyle Matthews 8th. 9th will go to Zach Winkle. 10th place will go to Zachary Fitzwater. Ryan Brommer finishes 11th. Allison Rain 12th. Then Dana Bouchard, Quentin Moore, Al Lagacy, Dylan Young, Jessica Shelton, matches her car number, finishes 17th. Stephen Colon 18th. 19th to Jesse Turner. And Cement Ozcon, who was up in the top 10 a minute ago, he drops down to 20th in the final finishing order, but still a good top 20 run for that number 92 Excedrin team. Carson Gum, who led the early portion of the race, he finishes 21st. Paul Minnick 22nd. Pole sitter Levi McIntyre comes home 23rd. He did not get a good start at all, and it was not a factor, unfortunately, for him the rest of that race there. So sad to say for Levi, but he'll bounce back when we go to Bristol next on the tour. But anyway, Rob Evans 24th, Lucas Martins 25th. Lucas got up to the top 5 here for a minute, though, early on in the race. William Brock 26th. Cole Deaver dropped to 27th. Nathan Orman, who was also up in the top 5, he dropped back to 28th, though. Jeff Scott 29th. Keith Batson, Kat's husband, comes home in 30th. Jacob Thibodeau, Seth Cole dropped way back as well, too. Cole Queeby, Connor Breton, Derek Edison, Dylan Abrahamian, Muhammad Abdullah, and Daniel Getrak was the 39 finishers in this race here. Charles Sanford, who of course unfortunately had the engine failure that unfortunately caused the DNS that did not start. He will officially come home in 40th. So that will do it here today at Michigan Speedway. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got NR races, we got gaming videos, we got NR online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Cole, desires to have for his channel, be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series, which is the main series on this channel as well too. And if you want in on next season of his series, then please get with Seth, and he will get you going. And also subscribe to not only this channel here for some cool NNSCRA racing stuff, but also two more channels does NNSCRA offline series. That channel's X8675309-858X. That's Dylan Young's channel. He does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup series. So be sure to check out his channel for some cool stuff, and also check out Thrash Maniac 99. He's the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup series, and so be sure and subscribe to his channel for some cool stuff as well too. So that will do it here today at Michigan Speedway. Congratulations once again to Kat Batson. She gets her first victory of the season in the Mello Yello Racing Series. For now, this is James Qualls' production of the NNSCRA, celebrating 10 years of offline racing at its best. We will see you at the high banks of Bristol for the Food City 250 night race in this series.